You know, the way I would look at it, like if you could compare him to like a character now, I'd say he's like the Penguin. He's like ruthless like that with his friends.
So JayZ's alleged son's paternity case is heating back up in court because his godmother has filed a new motion. She's claiming that vital court pages were missing in earlier rulings and demanding that the case be reopened after years of being shut down.
Crazy to me. You know, I'm not asking for no money or nothing. I'm not asking for no handouts or nothing like that. I work every day. I take care of my family. Only thing I'm asking for, if it's not the truth and there's nothing wrong with the Supreme Court, like, you know, just get it over with.
Yeah.
I'm with JayZ's daughter. My name is Letitia Mason from Cambridge, Maryland. My mom, her name is Lisa Mason. She has multiple sclerosis. I've been hearing that JayZ was my father all my life. There's no way that he can deny it.
Things are heating up again with JayZ and that rumored son he still won't acknowledge. And guess who's allegedly stirring the pot this time? Damon Dash! Yeah, you heard that right. Word is, new filings just dropped in that long-running case with Ramir Satterthwaite, the guy who's been saying since forever that he's Jay's son from the 90s. And now, it's being said that Dame's behind the scenes sliding Ramir some inside info and old-school Rockefeller receipts to keep this mess alive. The plot's thickening fast, and folks can't believe Dame's getting mixed up in this again. So let's break down what's in those court papers, what kind of receipts are being passed around, and why Dame suddenly decided to jump into this courtroom chaos like it's a Rockefeller reunion gone wrong.
He spent like millions at this point to fight this case. Like, if this really wasn't your son, take the test to prove that it's not. I think the real reason he doesn't want to take the test is because if it proves that he's the father, that would also prove that he was sleeping with an underage girl at the time.
So the latest bombshell just dropped a few days ago after Ramir's godmother, Ms. Lily Coley, went and filed a brand new motion in federal court out in California. And it's wild. According to her filing, JayZ's lawyers only handed over about 18 pages out of what's supposed to be a 100-plus page court record from back in New Jersey. That's barely a fraction of the story. Lily says those missing pages hold the real tea, including a key modification application that could flip the whole case on its head. If that document proves the paternity issue was never officially closed in state court, then Jay's legal team might have painted a very one-sided picture for the judge. That would mean this case is far from over, and the truth could still be buried deep. But Jay's camp keeps insisting this whole thing is nothing but harassment that's been dragging on for decades. So now it's a straight-up standoff. One side fighting to expose what's been hidden since the 90s, and the other trying to shut it down fast. And the other side keeps saying it's all just wild, baseless accusations. But hold up, let's rewind, because there's way more to this story than just Jay refusing to acknowledge Ramir. Back in the 90s, before Beyoncé, before the billion-dollar empire, JayZ was still hustling his way up the scene. According to Ramir's late mother, Wanda, she and Jay allegedly had a little something going on back in those early New Jersey days. But here's where things get real serious. Ramir says his mom was under 18 when that happened, and that Jay got her pregnant. That claim alone changes everything. Some people believe that's the real reason Jay's been fighting tooth and nail to shut down this paternity case. It's not just about denying a connection anymore. It's about what could come out if the full truth ever hits the courtroom.
How old was she when you were born?
15, going on 16.
15. They had met. Now, how old was JayZ at the time?
I think like 22.
But things got even messier after that. According to a 2018 lawsuit Ramir filed in Philadelphia, JayZ's attorney allegedly made his mother, Wanda, sign legal papers while she was still in the hospital, fresh out of a medicated coma. Can you believe that? Those papers reportedly swapped out his godmother, Lily Coley's name, without any permission, and for shady reasons. That sneaky move ended up getting the whole case tossed out of the Philly court. Ramir's family later said in an interview that they'd never seen that level of corruption or felt that kind of heartbreak before. And the nightmare didn't stop there. Every time Ramir tried to push forward, filing petitions, DNA requests, motions in both New Jersey and Pennsylvania, something always blocked him. Wrong jurisdiction, expired claim, dismissed case, over and over again. But then things turned dark for real, because after Ramir filed that lawsuit against Jay, both he and his godmother claimed that someone actually shot at him. This isn't just legal drama anymore. It's starting to look dangerous.
Ramir was shot somewhere in September. He was in the parking lot with other people near where he's at living now. And out of all the cars there,
According to Lily, things got real weird after Ramir filed that lawsuit. Like seriously eerie. She said random people started showing up at her doorstep, trying to intimidate her and make her back off. She's been clear though, this isn't just about JayZ, it's about a justice system that bends for people with power and deep pockets. Lily's fighting to prove that money shouldn't be able to rewrite the truth. Meanwhile, Jay's team is still all about shutting this case down through every technical loophole they can find. Wrong jurisdiction, expired claim, whatever sticks. Now they're even pushing for sanctions, which basically means they want the court to punish Lily for wasting their time. That could mean fines, or even blocking her from ever filing again. Wild, right? So instead of battling it out with a simple DNA test, they're turning this into a paperwork war. Jay's camp clearly knows that as long as things stay tied up in procedures, that swab test never has to happen. And that's exactly why folks online are asking the same question out loud. If this whole case is really baseless, then why not just take the test and end it once and for all? Here's the twist. Ramir's not even after money. He's said it over and over. All he wants is the truth. And it's not like he could even get child support now, even if he somehow proved Jay was his dad. This isn't about cash, it's about closure. Even 50 Cent jumped in on the conversation, posting a headline about Ramir's lawsuit with the caption, "Why exactly does he want?" and then joked, "That's his nose, LOL." The internet went wild over that one, but from Jay's side, or really his lawyers, it's a whole different playbook. They see taking a DNA test as acknowledging the claim, and they want no part of that. So instead, they brush it off like background noise, hoping it fades away. But clearly, that move isn't working, because here we are, decades later, and the story just keeps coming back louder than ever. And guess who just got pulled back into the mess? Damon Dash. Yep, that Dame. Word on the street is, he's allegedly been feeding Ramir's team some serious throwback info from the old school Rockefeller era. We're talking about who was where, who was hanging with who, what parties went down, and which cities Jay was moving through back in the early 90s. Basically, the kind of behind-the-scenes details that could help Ramir's side lock in timelines and back up what his mom always claimed, that she really did know Jay back then. And honestly, it kind of fits Dame's vibe. He's been calling Jay out for years, saying he sold out their legacy, turned his back on his people, and played dirty with the money. Now it's looking like Dame might be using this situation as his chance to finally spill some long simmering tea.
Is he messing up your money?
You know, like if I'm trying to sell something, him and his lawyers, Alex Shapiro, putting a false lawsuit on me, like, like that, devaluing anything that I have or trying to sell. But, or even down to like, we were selling Rockware, right, for like $400 million or whatever. I was gonna make $40 million. And right before Tommy Hilfiger signs the papers, he makes an announcement saying that he's not f***ing with Rockware, that he's only f***ing with S. Carter. The whole And I just feel like he did that only because I was gonna make $40 million. Like he just couldn't see, like they get so mad if I'm gonna make money off them. Like every time I could have made a really big check, he's always stepped in and intentionally f***ed it up. Listen, don't ask me, ask the rest of the industry. Like, the way I would look at it, if you could compare him to like a character now, I'd say he's like the Penguin. He's like ruthless like that with his friends or people that help him. At least that's how it kind of rolled out. Well, again, I don't want to talk about this all day because all they're going to say is, you keep talking about it. Like, now you asking me questions about it.
Now, people are seriously divided over Dame jumping into this chaos. Half the fans are cheering him on, saying it's about time somebody stood up to JayZ. But the other half, they think Dame's just stirring the pot again and using Ramir's case as payback for all the drama between him and Jay. But just when you think this story couldn't possibly get any wilder, boom! Another person pops up claiming to be part of the Carter bloodline. Her name? Letitia Macer. And she came forward a few years ago saying she's also JayZ's secret love child. According to reports, Letitia was born in Cambridge, Maryland, and her mom, Lisa, allegedly met Jay back in the 90s. Letitia even posted on Instagram, before deleting it, saying she grew up in a city where everyone knew JayZ was her father. She dropped side-by-side photos of her and Jay, and people online went crazy saying the resemblance is too strong to ignore. And here's where it gets even juicier. One of the people who was actually around Jay back in those Rockefeller days, Sino from State Property, started speaking up too. Sino came up under the rock around 99, right before State Property really blew, and what he's saying now might just change everything. Sino says he saw everything firsthand, and according to him, everyone who was part of that Rockefeller circle in the 90s already knew Jay had a daughter out in Maryland, a child he straight up refused to claim. That's wild. Sino even shared that when his own son tragically passed away in a car accident a few years back, JayZ never reached out. No call, no condolences, nothing. And Sino said he wasn't surprised one bit. In his words, if a man can't even acknowledge his own daughter, why would he show up for anybody else? That hit deep, and fans couldn't stop talking about it.
Your son passed away, and you said something that stuck with me. You said JayZ didn't call you.
Of course, I didn't expect him to either. I didn't expect him to. So like me, I'm not even in it. I'm just looking at how you treat other people. That's like, I mean, like damn, I know. I don't stand a chance. Even like the daughter he got. I'm not hiring my daughter for nobody. The whole reason to get money is for your kids. Like, and if a mother don't let their daughter, they definitely don't let you.
And Sino didn't stop there. He went even harder. He questioned how JayZ can sleep at night knowing there's a young woman out there who could be his daughter. That's heavy. But here's the wild part. Letitia's mom's story lines up perfectly with Ramir's mom's timeline. Both women say they were involved with Jay back in the same early to mid-90s era, and both their kids grew up hearing the same exact name as their alleged father. Coincidence? Maybe. But a lot of folks aren't buying it. People online are saying there's no way Jay only has one baby mama, especially knowing how he was moving back in the day. The timelines, the stories, even the faces. It's all starting to sound a little too connected. But what do you think? Is this just another wave of people trying to shake the Carter empire? Or could there really be some truth hiding under all this drama? And seriously, why won't Jay just take the DNA test and shut everybody up once and for all? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.